If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
in the box.
Doug! It's the captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
in the box.
Doug! It's the captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Not to
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's...
Buenos nachos, mi amigos. Donde está los peoples? What's up, Don? How are you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Hello, friend. Thanks for the sub, dude. 41 months. That's a long time. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Man, Las Vegas. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Hello,
Beetlejuice.
Me lord.
Beetlejuice.
Hello, me lord. Long time no see.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime. I still have no sound on my side, so. Listen. We gotta talk about Vegas, because what happens in Vegas gets blabbered all over the internet by me. Lord Brownie knows he was there. Lord Brownie's got the dirt. Oh, I'm gonna need a drink for this, so I'm gonna pour a little bourbon. All right. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Very sweet. So, today I am sipping on Mythology. Hey, Kate. This was graciously given to me by Money Mitch and Ms. Money. We hung out in Vegas with Lord Brownie, who I have to say, if you don't know this, and I know he doesn't want this getting out, if you've ever met, what up, Durbit? I know you. If you've never met Lord Brownie, he's an impressive specimen. That is a tall drink of water right there. Oh, Kate, thanks for the sub.
Beetlejuice.
Thanks. Doug's got to take us out for lunch now. All that sweet sub money. Thank you, all three of you. Showtime. Must be the beginning of the month. I would do the it's showtime, but I can't hear anything on my side. But I heard my IT guys coming in July to fix everything. Lord Brownie is a tall drink of water. My goodness. So back in medieval times, if you were tall like Edward Longshanks, it means you were royalty. So I know why Lord Brownie is the Lord of the internet. It makes perfect sense when you look at the man. So Lord Brownie and Ms. Money and Money Mitch and I and Kate and Denny and Jason Conopisos Alvarez and Andrea and Andrew, who are awesome people, and so many people. Isaac was there. Durbit was there. We had a great time. I was at the con for about 4 hours. That was it. I was too busy doing stuff. I was too busy almost getting arrested. I was too busy at the Mob Museum drinking hooch in the speakeasy. Yeah, it was a time. It was a place. We had fun. We launched the ever popular, if you remember, last year, we got a gaggle of those mystery boxes. We use them in There Will Be Bloods. We use them in, we put a couple up for sale, sell out almost instantly. If you go to dcdcollects.com right now, now those who were in Vegas might not want these, unless they didn't get the autographs we got. But we have a 2-pack for sale, basically. We opened one of the mystery boxes, and we opened 7 mystery boxes. We're like, hey, let's open these up and see what we get. And we got amazing books, and we're like, wait, pump the brakes. Let's not open any more. People are going to want to open these for themselves. So what we decided to do is take the ones that we opened, which include a Rob Liefeld auto, which include a Jock auto, which include Jeff Loeb, which include Zerdy, an Adam Hughes auto. I mean, sick hits. We paired up those with the sealed. What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. With another sealed one, so you're getting 2 of those for $149.99. That's about $15 a book. You're getting 10 books, 2 of which are signed. And that is actually, for those who didn't see it, that's where I pulled my Cox from. That is Charlie Cox on a John Romita cover. And that is a Jeremy Wilson. That is just a nasty virgin variant. How about Anakin? And Lenticular. Oh yeah. It seems like Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox is the actor who plays Daredevil in the television series Daredevil. And look, it's certified. So, yeah, when I say these are definitely worth it, they're worth it. Hellbolt's got his flight to Seattle. He's going to see some football. Lord Brownie's like, burb. Yes. What else do I have? What else do I have? Hey, Trevor, what else do I have?
I don't know what else we got. Hey, buddy. How's it going? I got, which way to go? What do I do with my hands? How do I get in the thing? Hey!
Yay!
Hey, everybody.
Yep. We were just looking at comic books. Well, actually, you know, I got this now. So, hey, look at
Hey,
this.
look at we're professional.
Look
Yeah.
at- ho, ho, ho.
How about my shirt, though? Just saying. If you guys haven't seen this yet.
New Muties?
Yeah, so this was Ontario Revolution. Guy I bought it from gives me the story of like, okay, hey, so I think these are from the 90s. I was like, I've never seen them do this in the 90s. But according to him, vintage. So as a cable guy, I had to get it. So pretty excited about it. But yeah, no, this is fun. We've actually had a pretty good couple of days. We've been, really taking a stock in all that we were able to do, all the stuff, amazing stuff we were able to get. I mean, these Amazing Con was amazing.
They don't know.
I mean, some of you do. You guys have seen some of the sneak, previews of stuff that we've got in our PC, but also stuff that's coming. And again, the connections we made. I mean, Katie, again, thank you so much. For those who don't know, Katie literally is the queen of that show. So for us, it was
Beetlejuice.
Thank you for
Beetlejuice.
awesome.
Cheers.
Beetlejuice.
I got coffee.
It's showtime.
But yeah, no, again, it is one of those shows, like I think we've said this best, like those smaller shows. And I don't want to call it a small show because,
It's good.
dude, the lineup is not a small show, but comparison to San Diego Comic-Con, right? The bigger ones, it just felt good. Like it really felt to us, you felt like we're hanging out with our friends the whole entire time. Lines were easy to deal with. The organization of the Amazing Las Vegas Con was perfect. I mean, Snyder was probably the biggest line, but didn't feel like it. Like really easy to get in. Note to anybody that goes. Obviously, I know I'm talking a lot of people that had the VIP packages were the way to go. Really, but again, organized really, really well. So,
Kirkham surprisingly approachable.
you know what's funny? It's because again, look, we go with Doug, so Uncle Doug, he'll go in and buy a bunch of passes, and obviously, as you guys haven't seen already, we bought our share of those mystery for right reasons, because those mystery boxes are, I don't be hard about it, they're stacked. They're stacked. Every one that we opened, we were like, are you kidding me? A couple variants that we had never seen before, but what's more important is what I liked about Amazing Las Vegas Con is how they're connecting their guests, because last time we went, it was Otley, right? So now how was Kirk? It was great because we had all the stuff from Amazing Con last time, able to connect that up. So we were able to make some really cool pairings. And then for me, like legit as a Spawn nerd, like I didn't know. Carlos, I love you. I had no clue they were going to be there. I think the only one that I was kind of keen on obviously was Haberlin. I knew he was going to be there, but to have Barbary there, to have Uribe there, I think these guys, it was really cool moment because again, we were able to, interact with guys that we've never seen as artists, especially new ones coming up. So I can blather on about this as you could hear. It was just a really, really great con.
I do regret not getting Barbary. His sketches, unbelievable. Unbelievable work that he did.
Is Blind in here? Is Blind Cat in here? Put my glass
BK might be.
Because if he is, I got a little story to tell, and I do feel bad.
Hey, Kate, is your better half in shouting distance? Ever tell you how much I love Denny?
So again, it's because we're all kindred spirit. Look, we're all shaking our heads because you have no idea. When we go into this space,
He's playing Battlefront.
of course he is. So
Or Battlefield, excuse me.
So back to that though, but once we all come together, we're such like-minded folks, especially in our fandoms, that they instantly. So yes, huge Spawn guy, but Denny, the Max stuff he was getting in got like whole. Uribe did this Max. I know you guys saw because he already did his, but if you guys look at that sketch of Max, super jealous on that piece, is unbelievable. Speaking of Max, Katie destroyed some sketch covers, especially a Max one. If you guys haven't seen, she has one available that used to be Denny's. It's not Denny's because he has another project that Kay has to do. And if you guys haven't seen it, I might go buy it because it is super well done. But as you can hear the excitement in our voice, like the art that we saw, the connection, the availability, like that con was, it's super easy to get in.
You know what's bonkers? We have a con in 3 weeks.
So it's con season. It's good to have it back because we just back to back the other one. And again, thank you all you guys for sharing because again, we are getting a lot of attention through this, in our social medias. I can't see it.
Yeah, love the little girl piece she did for the little girl, the
Oh.
Jedi,
And the moments you can have again and again. I say this because it was heartwarming. It was nice to see the artists represented the way they were. You come into the con, you go right through Artist Alley, and then you come into the exhibitors. I feel bad for Kate because they kind of got her in the back corner, which next time we're going to rectify. We're going to on it because, again, like I said, Kate really is the queen of this event and, gets treated like it rightfully so.
Doug's here. What
Hey.
up, Doug?
Yep, still here. I'm not going to sit in traffic right now. For those who don't know, I'm about typically an hour and a half drive. I just looked at Google Maps. It's 3 hours. So if I'm going to sit for an hour and a half, I might as well just, hang out for a little bit.
Shoot it.
If you guys don't mind. Because I would love to see some of this stuff get opened.
Yeah.
These amazing con mystery boxes. We have no idea what's in them. And every time we open one up, we're like, okay, are you kidding me? Like that Jock when we opened, I was...
Dead center. Yeah, middle shelf. It's bonkers.
It's such a cool
It
book.
is bonkers.
But what's great about these, it's not just the one book. I think each one, the variants that they did, some of these are like exclusive to their con that you didn't get. Because if you didn't see, we also have an absolute Batman Snyder that turned out really cool. But yeah. All
Look
the
at the eyeballs.
Every one of these have a cool lenticular in it. The only one thing that Doug mentioned, and I thought it was a good mention, like I love the lenticular idea, but I like signing books.
Can't sign them.
I know.
Yeah.
They're a cool book, but you're right. Like signing them, Doug, I was like, yeah, it's gonna look bad.
Bleed
So-
right through.
I know.
Or bleed out.
I know. It's a really cool idea though, because if you haven't seen the lenticulars, I know everybody watching probably has, but if you haven't, it really is thin. Like the material they use to do the lenticular, it is almost like a page light.
It's almost like the old school. So you get 3D pop with this one.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them get the 3D pop anymore. This is like the old school lenticular. Which, of course, the camera is going to 2D the 3D.
Of course.
Yeah. It's just awesome.
But again, I mean, Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con does a really good job putting these together. And again, from Jerry, the whole team that were out there helping all of us, it really is something that we're going to go back to next year, hopefully. And sounds like have a booth.
That's the rumor. We were going to set up in Vegas. If I'm allowed back in the city, I'll find out August 27th if I can go back to Vegas.
Story time. Every time. What isn't it like? What happens in Vegas is supposed to stay there though.
Yeah, but I have a returning court date, so I will be back in Vegas. What up, BK?
Oh, there you go. Hey, man. I'm just jealous of your Max sketch. You're no big deal. I'm just bragging on it. And again, and for those who don't know, Barbary was up there. I was in front of Blind, and that sketch cover that you see, or the remark that you see, really was a really big one for Barbary. That gunslinger, dude, I stole that right from Blind. I feel so bad because he was, but he got one that's the colored version, the one I did. But yeah, it's amazing. Carlo does really unbelievable remarks.
And it's funny because we briefly met him San Diego Comic-Con 4 years ago, the COVID con, when he and
you did.
Todd,
I didn't though. Remember?
Oh, he wasn't there the day you were there?
No, you did Todd the day after mine.
Oh,
and
that's
right.
right.
And you came back, and I was like, anyway, go ahead.
So Barbary was with Todd, and I was so stunned to be talking because he and I had a full-blown conversation, which, you know what? I think it's safe that we can release that video now. I think we can caption that video and finally release
It's a good one.
the video.
You need to. It's a good one.
It is. That is a video. But so I'm talking to Todd, and not realizing Barbary's staring at me. He's got the Spawn print. Which cover was it? It was 300 or something like that. Or
Honestly, I
301?
don't remember, but yeah, probably.
It was this beautiful full-size print, and he's like signing it, and he's, what sketch do you want on it? And I was like, could you do Spawn with like the crown floating? And he's like, yeah, I got this. And did this remark free, just like, here, thanks for coming hanging out with us. This huge poster with Barbary signed, and then a big old Spawn with the crown floating over his nugget. And I was like, wow, oh my God, thank you. Like, this is amazing. Yeah, so he's great. You think Uri loaned him his markers? He was doing more remarks. Probably.
It's interesting. I had quite a bit of conversation with both of them, because their styles are so similar. And Uribe has this cover in his portfolio, because his portfolio was all his works, his covers. He hadn't sold any of his covers yet. It was his first cover. So for us to go through that book, first off, was like, holy wow. He had some personal jam pieces with Finch in there.
Yep.
I mean, it was really cool. But he had this one that was a headshot of Gunslinger that was split down the middle. One side was Carlo and one side was his. And he said it's going to be a reverse cover. One cover Gunslinger, and then the other cover was going to be for the Deadliest, the other storyline. But needless to say, the detail work of both of them. And it's funny because it was so similar. I asked Uribe, I was like, hey, I don't want to insult you, but did you understudy? Did you work with Carlo? And he goes, oh, no. It goes, Carlo's more cartoon style. I want more realism. And the second he said that, that's when I was like, oh, yeah? So that's where my, Wild Bill's Last Hand kind of came in and showed him that picture. I haven't had anybody do that yet. And he just, blown away isn't the right word. But it's funny because as I had that book in my hand, I'm looking at it with like chills in my hand going, oh, he nailed it. Wild Bill looks so amazing. And then I look up and I go, but I thought we talked color, because his color has popped. So he looks up at me kind of disappointed. I went, no, I love it. I don't want to change it. And he goes, yeah, the color would ruin it because of detail lines. But anyways, I can go on because it's just cool for me, getting those opportunities to interact with the artist, I think is what really makes those shows.
He banged that out fairly fast too, considering how
The
much
amount of
work.
detail.
Yeah.
Well, that's him and those guys that just can really just do pages, right? Page guys. And we talk about that a lot with our cover artists, right? Because they're just they'll admit it, self-admitted, like, I can't do pages because guys are rip pages. So him and Carlo are page guys, so they can just rip. Him, like Brett Booth and a lot of those, And I think like Kirkham's probably the same with a lot of his stuff too. But anyways, I can go on because it was such a great experience. Yeah.
The Max and Battle Beast cover he did was epic. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was, admittedly, I was not at the con very long. This was our family vacation, and originally DCD Collects was not going to go. It was our family vacation, and we said, hey, we'll stop there for a day and do some stuff if you want. So Doug's like, yeah, let's do that. And then it turned out to be a DCD Collects thing. So I'm like, well, I'm going back to my family vacation. So I stopped in briefly. The rest of the time we were touring. We were doing all the touristy Vegas stuff. We had to see the fountain. We had to see the inside of the Bellagio, the what do they call it? The garden thing. Conservatory. We did the Mob Museum. Thanks, Doug. The back of the police car, almost. Listen, okay, so
You
here's...
got to get it out of the way.
Yeah,
is what's happening.
Here's what I'm going to steal the mic for a moment. Because it happened in Vegas, I can't talk about it, and because it's an ongoing, I have to go back to court August 27th. I have to go back to court. There was a point in our Vegas trip that I had to hand Money Mitch my wallet and say, Money Mitch, the PIN code to the red card in the front is XXXX. If you need to bail me out, I can't bail myself out. And Money Mitch is gangster. He's like, say no more. Took my wallet and my put it in his pocket and was like, I got you. Like, Money Mitch is real.
Oh,
he's a real dude. Actually, it's a photo. Can I take the photo behind us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Shout out, Money Team. Yeah, baby. I am scared of heights, but I went on the high roller with them. 550 feet in the air.
Awesome. It was a good experience again, but
minus the police. This is a true story. I have to go. I've been summoned to go back. I was at the Money Shot. That's the Money Shot. I will be back in Vegas in August, and Money Mitch said, and Lord Brownie is gonna try to make it too. So we're gonna go back to Vegas for 2 days, so I can appear in court.
Well, we all might have to join, right? That'd be some good live streaming ask the judge if we can live stream it.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we break a boxer really quick in front of you?
Would you mind handcuffing him?
Oh, don't get us started. We have had a weekend.
Yeah. So I'll be I'll be back. What else did we do? We did there was something else. I don't remember now.
Well, we haven't gone to Death Mob Museum.
Yeah, the Mob Museum was awesome. Got to meet a real gangster who killed people. He was doing a lecture. Him and his dad murdered dozens of people. Got to drink some Huckleberry Moonshine, courtesy of Money Mitch. We went halvesies. Oh yeah, the soup dumplings.
Oh,
Trevor, what do you think of soup dumplings?
so second time there, and again, I could every night probably. They are. Is it a great price? What a great restaurant. I mean, it really was a good vibe. Easy to get in. I don't know how many people we had there, but it felt like 20. But it was to Kate, again, thank you. He's counting.
17?
17.
17, I believe.
Yeah, and it is always a good experience there.
Oh, Mrs. the Breaker, we had dinner at 10 o'clock at night at a swanky steakhouse called Herbs and Rye, where we were there during half-price steaks. So we got we were filet for $29, 6-ounce filet, decent size. Usually the medallions are 4. They had was it 16-ounce? Money Mitch, I wish he was here. Money Mitch had it was like a 16-ounce. Oh God, what was it? The big fatty cut.
I don't know my steaks.
Oh,
I don't eat red
scheisse.
meat.
It was ribeye. Thank you, Mrs. the Breaker. Big 16-inch ribeye. It was like $40, which is nothing at a steakhouse.
It's not even half a tank of fuel anymore.
Right. Carlos will tell you we went to the F1 simulator diner where they have the simulators all around with the full-on things.
Okay.
No pedals, just all hands, no feet. It's like Twitch, no feet, but tons of hands. There was which I had these pulled pork tacos. There were 3 tiny pulled, like 3 bites each, and it had a Scotch bonnet jam, but it was like a tiny, like 3 tiny dollops, so you could feel it, but it was not enough to make you want to, like, your armpits sweat out. So we had that. Mrs. the Breaker almost got a tattoo, and then she heard it involved needles. Doug got. You know what? I'm going to show it. Doug, I'm stealing your thunder, dude. I'm showing him this piece. Not the naked one.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not horrible.
Are you kidding me? An original Brian Haberlin painting. And I want it. My birthday's next month, Doug. My birthday is next month. Just throwing that out there. I don't know if you like me $2,000 like me, but it's July 28th. Yeah. Yep. Can you believe this original piece of art by Brian Haberlin? Mrs. Bray's like, no redheads. No, she's serious.
It is beautiful, though. Yeah, he really had some amazing work there. But yeah, that piece is just stunning.
Yep. Oh yeah, he gave us the price, and I was like, no, that's 3 times what he just said. So we want to talk about value. That we got value. Got this other thing too. Got this thing.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks so good. I mean, honestly, the perspective, composition, how fast they do it too. It is ridiculous. I love the hand on it.
Should probably take my phone number off the back though, right?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna show it on camera.
Yeah. See, that's how we got a degree. Bust. I just semantics, wordplay. Wordplay. Let's get in there. Let's show the hat. Look at the detail on the hat. Yeah, buddy. The gauntlet.
Dude.
Yep.
We're some pretty heavy nerds. That's pretty good stuff right there.
I agree. She should draw half-naked men. I want her to base them off of Denny, though, because if there's going to be half-naked men in the house, I want it to be Denny. I'm just throwing it out there. I know you'll probably, need a really long canvas, but she's like, why only half-naked men? Isn't she the one yelling at me that this is a family-friendly thing? She's talking about naked men. The left half or the right half? The upper half. Wow. BK, I love you. Before any time I see BK and Kate Crawford, I easily just right past Kate and go straight for Denny. Denny's my guy.
It's got that magnetism.
What up, Crystal One and the babies?
Hey, guys.
Oh, man, they have... You missed an awesome time in Vegas. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, hi, Mom and Dad. Hello. Or should I say, hold on a second. I got seltzer water. It does this thing where it gives bubbles. Should we say abuelo? Hola, abuelo. I accidentally told Jason's wife that blind push. Whoa, timeout. Nope. We're not gonna say that one out loud. Thanks, Kate. Just posted the tattoo. Excellent.
Oh.
Staying with them for a few days while the house gets. Oh, termites. Yeah, Crystal, you're not the only one. It's the season because Chef just dealt with termites too.
Oh, wow.
So don't feel alone in that one. He just had to go through the same thing. That is stinky. Speaking of Juan, you gave me 2 amazing bottles of very nice beer. And I want you to know that the first one is going to be opened shortly. It is going to be the bottle for when Hector comes over to the new house. He said, I love stouts. I will gladly share that bottle with you. So we are about to crush that stout. So the time is coming. You will have a full rundown.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen this on Discord, dude, Danny, that tattoo is unbelievable. No big deal.
Discord. Oh.
Right?
Is that Archie from?
Yeah, exactly. It's a great Archie with some chains.
That is a nasty Archie.
Yeah, he looks angry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Green.
That's
coming out of
a lot of green.
There's a lot of green coming out of him.
Wow, he must have a cold.
Yeah.
That is super dope, BK.
It's really well done.
Super dope.
How much time is in on that?
Still stings a little.
Oh, I bet. Singes the arm.
Yeah, he's got a collection of really good art though. Like all
yeah.
over his body. Like even that one right there is just
TMNT.
that when he got that man with the brothers over the shoulder.
Go ahead, have a drink, Lila.
Sorry.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carlos. We needed that.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 hours? That's fast. What up, Sapuros? Where were you, man? You did not show up at the con. Sappouros lives in Las Vegas.
What the
I
heck?
can give you his address later so we can write letters
What
to
the
him.
heck?
Yeah.
But no, I think Mrs. The Breaker said it. Yeah, next time Vegas, we definitely need to make this a DCD collects meetup. This would be perfect for everyone. We all can go put some money down on the old blackjack table and go maybe see a show together or something. But no, it was definitely worthwhile.
So we should all go there, put it on black.
Imagine.
And then when we all win at the same time from the same bet, we blow that money at the con on original
Just make
art.
it rain.
Just that's it. Just you want an original Haberlin?
Can you imagine? 20 grand on black, hit it. Sketch covers for everyone. Get to work, artists.
Yep. You get a sketch cover. You get a
baby.
sketch cover.
All
you
right.
get a sketch cover.
All right.
Have you heard the new Steam game where you gamble with friends?
Sounds dangerous. I don't know if you want to mix those two together. May not say friends too long.
No, what's it called? Gambling with friends.
That's what I would call it. I would call it No Longer Friends. Let's just call it that game.
That the one where you put your hands in? Wait, what? I remember they had a game. They took it off the market. It was 5 people, and it was like a buzzer. And you have to click the buzzer, and whoever clicked it last before the buzzer went off, it would send an electric shock up your arm. For obvious reasons, they discontinued that toy, but that was a thing. It is called Gamble with Your Friends.
Dude.
Right on the nose. On the nose.
They're
I guess the game is a total riot. You have to work as a team to win bets. Okay, I'm kind of down with that. It's worth downloading Steam for. I don't have Steam. I haven't. Yeah, I've had Steam account. I had a very decently ranking one, and then I just stopped going on the computer. And they're like, "You need to log in and prove you're you," and blah blah. I was like, "I don't care. Just I'll get a new account."
Yeah, my brother was a big gamer when I grew up, but my whole life basically never no video games wasn't my thing. And then my youngest son started playing games at his friend's house, and I realized, oh wait a minute, I can connect with my kid with this.
What?
One controller extra, Call of Duty. 3 months later, we had a whole extra Xbox, 2 TV screens in the family room playing together. So yeah, absolutely.
What up, Chef? We were just talking about you, man.
Hey,
Missed you in Vegas. You could have put 10 grand on black and all your problems would have been solved.
imagine.
So here's a true story. I was at the Palms, and as soon as you walk into the Palms, the first thing you have is the roulette table. They have Pai Gow at the Palms. Side note. And it shows the. Are you okay?
I am. I just dropped my glasses.
It shows you the odds, the display board. This is what has come up lately. This is what's due. This is what hits a lot. Black was 38%.
So it doesn't always win.
It was
Way the other
way
Wrong.
way red at that
So,
table.
Is that Wesley Snipes, like blaming on Wesley Snipes? That the casinos are
Always bet on black.
that the casinos are banking on that slogan to have gave them an edge in their casino where everybody bets so they lean it highest.
You're a Tiger Woods fan, right? Well,
No,
golfer.
No, but okay. Sorry.
So Tiger Woods is a very prolific gambler. This is not me
Sure.
slandering. He's come
Familiar.
out and said this.
Familiar.
And apparently, tradition when he's golfing in Vegas or going to Vegas for anything official, he doesn't say the number, but people who've been with him says he takes a number of $100 bills that most people don't make in a year, and the first thing he does, he puts that 6-figure amount on black. And that's his very first bet on the very first day, walking into his very first. He has a certain casino he does it at. And depending on how that roll goes is how the rest of his Vegas trip goes. Now that we see, and this was about 10 years ago I heard this, now that we see what he's into, now I understand why it determines how well the rest of his Vegas trip
Because if Daddy
goes.
hits black, we're all eating.
He's got blue babies coming if he's got black.
Okay, yeah, we're all eating, right? Casino people are happy, right? Valet guys getting some, right? Yeah.
Oh, the Golden Mantle redemption, the one's at what, 26,000 last I checked?
So the mantle I saw, I think, is almost at 92,000
Wow.
because it is a PSA 5, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually a decent copy. That was always my debate when they said it was coming out. I didn't know if the redemption will quality. Because I'm like, if it's a just wrap PSA 1, like, but even a wrap PSA 1, I mean, that card to me, I know.
A few grand.
It's a 52 mantle, but.
It's at 120 now. That's high for that grade.
Okay, but you get the pull factor, right? So that's what we talk about a lot. And I say this as all of our wonderful sketch artists are in our group. Everybody buys our products. Our fans get it, but the pack pull stuff is a thing. Yeah.
Target is starting to cut open boxes of Pokemon people buy. I agree with that 100%. You can't return it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Cut scalping.
What up, Hex?
Yeah. Scalping was... But in 2020 when COVID hit, I mean, there was lines waiting out at that too, trying to get Prism football. I mean, you all remember the basketball too. So back to this. It's like, how to have this conversation. I don't participate in box opening anymore because I just can't afford it. I have nothing against it. I think it's still awesome. If you can afford it and it's something you're into, dude, bon appetit. Because if you can chase and hit, I play blackjack. I love playing blackjack, right? But for my collecting purposes, I'd rather just get the guy I want. But dang it, dude, if you don't open... I mean, they have juice in retail now. I mean, all the big stuff's coming out of retail. It's interesting. So as a gamer, right, you talk about nerfing and buffing. Watch what Fanatics and Topps are doing. They're nerfing and buffing their whole entire products as they put them out. And some are just straight nerfed, right?
Yep.
So,
speaking of nerfing and buffing, Trevor, didn't we buff this break? Don't we actually, the numbers that you see in the photos will match the covers that are already pulled?
yes. Yes, correct.
So here's what we're going to do. Now that I have 13 of you, and that's a lucky number, I am going to random the numbers for the Sin City Surprises, and you will be able to see which open books you got to go along with your super secret that we have an open box. So
they'll know the. Oh wow! So the job
yeah.
book goes. I'm just saying the job book is definitely unbelievable. But I mean, there's a Liefeld in it, and they're all good show. I mean, dude.
I also need to tell you the Frank Cho,
Yeah.
the Outrage book, that's not safe for work. That I need to tell you this. I have to preface this. The Book of Outrage is actually about how people complained about the way he drew women. So there are examples of that work inside that book. It's a little spicy book. But Frank Cho is a staple of 90s and 2000s comics and cover artist supreme and draws, I met him, nicest guy in the world. I had him sign my Invisible Woman cover, and he's like, oh, that's one of the ones I got in trouble for. Like, so it's a legit thing. That is no sleeper of a book by itself. But these numbers collate to the numbers on the mystery boxes.
Right.
So you will know, based on the pictures on the site,
Yes.
exactly what the open portion of yours is. And then on top of that, you still have a whole mystery.
Which are,
That's where I pulled Charlie Cox from.
Well, every one we opened was...
Banger.
Yeah.
All right, so honestly, you know what we could do? We could even tell you straight out what these are now. We can tell you. You can see.
We have an order in already.
Do we?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get...
Yep.
Let's get this right here. Green... centering it. Bold.
Between Two Cons, actually, the order.
Oh, that's actually a solid one because that's 50% Dan Jurgens.
It's loaded, but the other 50% is Campbell.
and there's 4 giveaways now, three giveaways.
So 3 giveaways in that, and then we actually.
Scheisse.
I think we. Oh no, we mentioned the added giveaways for the new one, right? Because we have 2 giveaways. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of really cool stuff. That Snyder piece is actually really cool. But
is it Daniel Gonzalez? Daniel, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? What's up, DG? Hold on, let's before. Where is that other one? I got to put it on you for a minute. Did I not? Oh, didn't do it. Man, so I had this guy in my studio talking to me while I was trying to get ready.
That was me. No, it's nice to be here. I like these Wednesdays days. I might start staying for this, but yeah, I'm a nuisance. We're like dragons looking at a horde.
There we go. Daniel G. He got number 4, so we're gonna crack that open. Then we're gonna disclose. Now listen, the industrious people are already looking at the numbers I put up and already looking at the site to figure out what it is. But those less industrious people, I will read you exactly what the order is gonna be. In the meantime, I gotta steal my mic back. Sorry, man, I gotta relegate you to behind. You can just make faces and stuff. Bold to assume I can read, Sapporo says. Daniel, buddy. First of all, I love you, man. It was good talking to you yesterday. Always great to chat with you. Inside here, inside envelope 4, is a badge that collates with something that we have in the other room. So number 4. Oh, Black Cat, J. Scott Campbell. My, oh my, do you know what that means? Yeah. Look, I got this. I got my own Vanna Blanco. All right, let's get your groovy green lanyard on there. There you go. He's a gopher. Jevin Loop. That's Venom snacking. What up, Money Mitch? We're just talking about you and showing pictures. Talking about you getting ready to bail me out. Jevin Loop original art. You also get Zeb Wells, writer extraordinaire. We're going to go to the big screen for this one. Zeb Wells. Right there. Mary Jane in Black Cat. And your very own, now you will use this for yourself. Everyone else will have other people sketch it. You can now sketch your own sketches in your very own sketchbook. So there you go. This can be your work in progress book. So this benefits you arguably more than anyone else. So there you go, dude. I still don't have a Daniel box. I need to make a Daniel box. All right, so let's take a look. Let's pull up DCDcollects.com. All right, so if we take a look, 39 is the first one. So we know this Adam Hughes signed book is number 2. That is a big name cover artist, Adam Hughes. 62 is the second one. 39. Oh my God, Jock is number 1, Trevor. Jock is number 1. Do you want to buy it? Go get it. So, folks, that Jock book is the first one. Hey Now, starting with a banger. Following it up with another banger in the form of Adam Hughes. Then is number 3. What's number 3? So, the third one... The third one is the Zerdy, the Harley Quinn. Those are the big names right off the cut. Right off the cut. The Zerdy is number 3. 31 is number 4.
I love randomizing. It makes it
so number 4 is the Liefeld. Woo! Okay.
What's in the mystery boxes too, right?
Right. All right, 37, 126. So 37 is the next. 37 is the Jeff Loeb. Number 1 That's the Derek Chu, or Daniel Chu. And what was the last number? I already forgot. 26. Closing it out. Is 26 even on here? Do we miss one? Oh, there it is. Oh, well. We're closing it out with the Cho.
Pretty good.
That's it. Derek Chu. I'm sorry, Derek Chu. Thank you. Yeah. Hey now. By the way, this cover over here, the Detective Comics, it's a nasty cover.
I love that comic.
So that was in the Larry Hama one we opened. That's where I remembered it from.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the Larry Hama one that went into Doug's collection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you know the order. There is no, you know what? Should I one up? Should I just go ahead and just write it in? Let's just write it in. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll go right here. I am going to make this so simple for everyone. I'm cheating. I'm technically cheating. Talk about juicing. Cho. Jock, which should already be sold out. 62 was Hughes. 3 was
Cersei.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just look back there now.
I gotcha.
Szerdy or EY? DY, okay. Then 31 was Loeb? No. Liefeld. Then Loeb.
37, that's next.
Yep.
Is Loeb. Yep.
And then that leaves Uno is Chu. There you go. We're literally telling you what the non-blind part is. And can we talk 4 straight bangers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Market 8, dude. Market 8, dude.
Well, if I didn't work here.
So there it is. I mean, it's
awesome. I can't wait to see them get open. They're so much fun. But arguably they're both good deals. There's so much fun stuff in there. They really do a good job with those.
Yeah. I bought one. Doug bought 3 for himself.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
So I didn't, because I got to be honest.
Oh, you bought you got the big. Yeah.
My cash flow right now, and again, I had a certain budget that I just had to stick to, and I already went past it.
But you killed it though. You got value.
It's so hard because, of course, right? But it's a piece I'll never get rid of. So, but it is. I to get that, not just the interaction, but the piece that you want, and now I've got a whole theme that I'm going to run with, the whole Dead Man Hand theme, and try to see different artists to keep that theme going. So, again, as I say this, yeah, it was not just worth it, it's amazing.
I'm low-key checking my account, knowing that Jock is number 1 real quick.
I know you're okay. I got you. We're all kind of pulsing here because I work here and I'm rolling off. So, but for me, again, it was. I just love going to Comic-Cons. He really is looking people. Just saying. You might want to be into it. Berman was here. He probably would have bought it already.
It's Jock, folks. It's Jock.
It's not a cheap book, I think.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Was it like 90?
I don't want to quote it because I don't know, but I just know it's not a cheap book. Yeah, I wish we really could find a way to, I don't want to go in the whole conversation, but it is, when you see these things graded, the value that people are trying to sell this stuff for graded wise, and they do sell, it is, I hate to keep bringing it up, but I'm shocked. I'm always shocked. The value ungraded is such a good value.
That's Ultimate Joker number 1, right? I think.
Honestly, I don't know what that book is, but it's the foil version of it, right?
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
The
Yeah.
foil print. It's not the original one. But I believe this is definitely. I think this is number 1.
Joker.
Yeah, it doesn't say which book this is.
Jock. Foil.
I can always comp it on eBay.
It's easier if I can tell Mrs. the Breaker the value of it, and then say this is why you gotta let me buy it right now.
So justification.
Yeah.
We're looking for justification.
Yeah.
I think an eBay comp would help though.
It's not Ultimate Joker number 1. I don't know why. I keep forgetting that. This is a thing. Can I see that book?
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting that eBay now makes it easy to look at stuff.
Yeah.
If I can get it in. There we go. That should be good. Absolute Batman number 15, second printing. Yeah. That's actually the Ben Oliver variant. Yeah. Money Mitch, I love that. Adios, Daniel. I love you, brother. Let me see. Signed by Jock. Absolute Batman 15, Oliver. Absolute Man 15, Oliver.
We have a bunch signed by Scott Snyder, but not a lot signed by Jock, ironically.
Okay, that's awesome. I like scarcity.
It's
Yeah.
nothing to be that way.
Dragata signed one. Wow, is there really not one signed by Jock? Is this the only one?
No, can't be. Yeah, this guy's always. Some of the stuff, like I was looking a bunch of it up today, right? So that's kind of what I sat down with and was kind of going over our books, went over the last 3 comic book.
Carlos got me. What? I was too busy comping.
Carlos too. Did you order it already?
Yeah, he got it. He got it. But I still want to look at. I'm still comping this out for you, brother.
I am too.
Yeah, I gotta. You know what? Why don't I?
Oh,
What's for sale?
you just got
And
dangled.
honestly, it's already bought and sold, right? So
Yeah.
it's a really clean copy.
Yeah.
These full covers, you can get dents on them, dimples.
Yes.
Wear your gloves when you're handling them. Fingerprints are a huge nuisance on these things. So I'm saying, like, I think full covers are beautiful when they're graded. And you're not handling them because they're super sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's... Anyways, congratulations,
I don't
Carlos.
see.
Good job.
I don't,
Goodbye.
dude. I got 0 comps for signed by Jock.
All right, well, it's sold, so it's not ours anyways. So
Yeah.
get to work. Good job. Congratulations. Good one. Now let's see what's in the mystery because it could even get better.
Let me do my job. Let me do my job. Hold
We're
on.
all jealous just looking at his
Hold on.
book here.
We're admiring his book.
Yeah.
Again, he wasn't here earlier. Shout out to Money Mitch, Mythology, Best Friend, Bourbon. Gotta say, it's overproof. It is delicious. We had a little at the hotel. After I almost got arrested. And now I'm having a little bit today. Salute. Okay. The rest of the night is water. Let me get back into what I'm supposed to be doing today. Get back into orders. Let's get Los Dog in there. Let's get this button pushed. Oh, by the way, I may have forgotten to mention again, there's 2 giveaways. There is a Snyder signed Absolute Batman cover, and there is a Tom King signed badge. So you have a 2 in 7 chance of hitting a hit too. Next up is the Adam Hughes. All right.
Let's see it.
It's probably going to make me go to the big... Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, look at that. Hey, now. Hey, now.
That's a great book.
And, of course, it is...
Sorted.
It's sorted. It's sorted by Amazing. Yeah. That's the real deal Holyfield. And that blue, the choice of blue, pops. Sorry.
Don't be
I'm
intimidated.
admiring your book, man. I'm
There's
admiring
more
the
than that
book.
just in there, too. You don't
How
get-
about this Virgin variant?
Great.
That's unbelievable. I like purple. Hey man, how about this Virgin variant?
Great Wonder Woman.
Yarp. We actually use this as the example of how good the lenticulars have gotten, 3D wise. And face it, kid, you hit the jackpot. Jackpot and Black Cat.
good news is the quality of the books are really good that come out of this. They do a good job with this stuff.
It's almost like a Campbell cover, but it's not Campbell.
It sure isn't, yeah.
It's somebody in the yeah. All right, now here's the reason. I mean, aside from the fact that you just grabbed the Jock, which is arguably the hottest signature of the run, you're here for this right here. You're here for this. So let's get the old blade. All right, I'll do it this camera just because I don't want you to see. I don't want you to think there's any hanky panky going on.
Oh, we're good. You want me to get close? So I can be a part of it. The camera angle's funny because I got to like snuggle in here. Oh wait, I already see he's got a superior spine.
It's Dan Slott.
I love this series. One of my favorite books.
Dan Slott sign. Let's get it up on the big board.
Yeah, nice.
Dan Slott.
This run was me and my son's very first read. We went right through Superior. It's a great run. Humberto Ramos is the big artist on this one as well. Of course, Dan Slott doing this run.
Stegman cover.
So good.
Also certed. I didn't even need to look. I already know who that is. You know Dan Slott's signature when you see it. All right, you got trade bait.
Oh.
Wait, was the other one foil?
Nope.
No, it wasn't? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude. Sorry, we're swooning over your book here. Hold on. Here it comes. You have 3 more coming. Yep.
Let's do that one last.
Yeah.
How about a nice little Ms. Marvel? Now, this is a Phantom variant. This is a variant cover. What up, Pat? Your lenticular is nasty.
Dude.
Creeper number 1.
The lenticulars.
Yeah, this is like super. Look at the 3D pop on that.
I know. I have quite a few of those.
The mask pops off the body. The arm in the background with the chain. That's stupid. Yeah, but check this out. This is what we were. This is.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Who is the artist of that?
It's almost like the puppeteer's T, but he usually spells out his whole name.
Good lord. That is a very impressive book. Congratulations, by the way. Good job.
You realize what that is, right?
No.
That's venomized Thor.
Oh,
yeah.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
That's exactly.
Oh,
Look at the
it's
helmet. Look at the helmet. That's a venomized Thor.
Hey, Doug, don't look. Look away. Look away, Doug. Look away. Don't look. Dude.
That's bomb. I've never seen that cover before. I've never seen that cover before.
YouTube, see if we can. Not YouTube. eBay. All right, let's look this bad boy up. See if we got info on it. What a great book. What a good box.
Yep. 2 mega names. Dan Slott and Jock. I mean, there it is. That Jock book, I mean, the raw is like $30 by itself. It's got to be a $90 book on that Jock. It's got to be comping out at least $90 for Jock. Oh, you know what? We're sounding like those D-bags that talk about comps in their stream all the time.
I know.
We got to stop doing that. We got to stop.
It's hard because we want to buy it. That's where this comes from for me. Like, I look at this and I'm like, oh, let me go look one up. Yeah, this is... Yeah. So the artist is Ivan Tao. T-A-O. Yeah, no,
I've heard of that from somewhere.
Yeah, it's Thor Volume 6.
Yep.
Yep, and this is the Virgin exclusive variant.
Oh, he's in Marvel Snap too.
Thor number 27. That's a Thor
Yep.
book. Yep.
It is. Yep. I was looking at the lightning, thinking, "Why is there lightning?" Then I saw the helmet, and I was like, "Oh, that's Thor."
Unknown Comics variant came out in 2022. Cool book, man. That's definitely on my watch list now.
Sapporos is like, "Yeah, Ivan Tao does good stuff."
Awesome.
So there you go, man. 10 books at $15 a book. Yeah. Isn't that a great system?
I'm helping.
Thank you. I love it. Isn't
Yeah.
like, is how smart that is to have that?
I'm helping. I feel good like I'm helping. It's my first time in the new studio. For those who don't know, I've been coming up pretty much weekly, getting everything reset. I think we definitely need to have a studio party at one point in time. Maybe, you know, once we get stuff set up, do some more live looks over there. But it's been fun, man. This has been, you know, Comic-Con season's in full effect. Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a Cortoid microphone, so it's got two different. Yeah, the background reduction is crazy. It's a really good mic.
Are they able to still hear me?
When I turn away and do this, because it's directional, it doesn't pick up. I gotta talk.
Got it.
Who dis? Somebody texted me. Ooh. Will there be spoilers? Hey, you know what? Should we spoil the Carlos break? The one we haven't announced yet? Doug's not here. We can do it, right? He's not physically here to stop us. Yeah, Carlos, let's do a little. Go on, man. You can do it. I'll tell him it's my fault. Doug, I'm making him do it. Let me twist your arm.
They're all in envelopes.
Oh, scheisse. We can show the hits though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show the hits. I forgot we've actually already boxed your stuff up, but we'll show you some hits. That's right. We're already ready for that one. Is that next week?
Yes, that's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a new Carlos project. It's video games. I can show you the hits because we bagged up the 5x7s. It's a all 5x7 or bigger break.
Each one comes with a vintage pack inside of it, card pack, and original art. 4 hits. These are 2 extra little giveaways. There's a certain theme to this, as we'll come to see.
How about Ninja Gaiden? Listen, every single one of you played Ninja Gaiden if you had Sega. Every one of you. Shooting shurikens. The real nerds had this umbrella. Mm-hmm. Little Resident Evil. These are the giveaways. These are the giveaways. I know you played Mario Kart. Jimmy's played Mario Kart. Mrs. the Breaker, who doesn't play video games, plays Mario Kart. And this one, Blind Cat is not allowed to see because he will just simply get his wife to work really hard so that it, all right, Doug, see you later. So that it ends up in their collection. Stupid Vegas, I just checked my pool water and it's 100 degrees. Well, stop peeing in the pool. Little Afro Samurai.
That's pretty nasty. Carlos, just unbelievable work. And the stuff you can't really see in these pieces of art that are really represented as smaller pieces is his titling work, the text work, really did a good job on the detail. We cannot wait to show you the 5x7s, but that Afro
Yeah.
Samurai is
Yep.
very, very good.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a fun one. Spoilers.
Spoilers, it's his dad's head in the bag. Yeah. And how about the Super Mario Brothers 3 cover?
So I mean, if you really want to let the cats out of the bag, it's the essence of video gaming in a break. He did a wonderful job. Again, every game you could think of you would want in there is in there. We'll be live with it next week. We'll have photos out of it, some social media. But again, Carlos crushed it. Thank you, Carlos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really excited to show everybody this project. So, who knew? Who knew our customers are going to become our artists, right? And I just say that because, wow.
Hey, we got to give a shout out to Uncle Doug. So we had originally made this a $99.99 product, and I said, no, this is too good. Make it $109. And what did Uncle Doug say?
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
It's original price $99.
Yeah.
So, listen, I love you guys. I love you guys, but I was advocating for bumping the price on this one because 4 giveaways, you have a 40% hit. And Doug's like, no, I think you said $99.99 to somebody already. So Uncle Doug kept it $99.99. I was like, this is $109 all day. So
pretty cool, man. Again, walking around that Comic-Con, and as we've gone to the last 2 that we've done, I'm proud of the product we put up. I'm proud of our artists. I'm proud of the work and the concentration they take in the art that they do, because the stuff that's out there available from artists like on the fly at Comic-Cons, it's amazing what our artists give us. So again, dude, Carlos, you crushed it. Thank you, buddy.
I gotta open this thing because I don't want to miss anything. Here we go.
You're all good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Neither of you can swim for 2 weeks.
Oh, tattoos. The plane.
Mm-hmm.
Got some therapy in today. Or yesterday.
Yeah. I got my shot yesterday. In my neck, and so it's an epidural, and I don't have a lot of space between my vertebrae. So as he's pumping these 2 needles into my neck, one of them is resting on my vertebrae in my neck. Now, I don't know if you know what bone resonance is, but a vibration will resonate through your bone, and if it is relative to your head, you can actually hear through the vibration of your bone. So the one epidural is resting on my vertebrae, C7, I think it was, to be exact, if you want the real deets. And they use X-ray to line up the epidural. So they stick it in and they do an X-ray. And all right, is that the spot? All right, push in a little more, tap an X-ray again. And then he's like, all right, bingo, we got it. It's in between the 2 pieces of bone. And then he proceeds, 2 syringes. Because of bone resonance, I could feel and hear through lidocaine him, literally the noise and the feeling of the stuff injecting into my spinal cord, in essence. In essence. Yeah, it was, I literally heard of it going through into my neck, and I could feel it entering my neck bone piece. And when the lidocaine ran out about 2-3 hours later, I was like, whoa, I can feel where it was definitely rubbing up against that bone. But I woke up this morning and felt like $1 bazillion. Yeah, so worth it. Shout out to Kaiser for jamming needles in my neck.
That sounds like fun.
It is.
Get you better, but wow, holy smokes! I'm glad you feel better today. For those who don't know, the pain, getting old obviously is tough, but getting old when you actually have outlying injuries is even harder. So as we deal with this stuff, God bless DC, as he sits here for us, and there's a lot of days in pain he doesn't really talk about, as we all are partners in pain. We don't always speak about it, so it's nice to see you without a pain a little bit.
We cry in the shower.
Well, I do more in the shower, man. Mine's more just like, when people aren't looking at me. I'm just constantly crying. No. Look, it is our testimony. As you walk these paths, as we go through this together, it is amazing to see how much of us are in pain. So hopefully this relieves a little.
Saporos is like, I know all about bone resonance from a bazillion hearing tests.
Oh,
yeah.
God bless your heart.
Yeah, man. Yeah. To my credits, I went home, I was covered in what? I was covered in iodine. So I ran home, showered off the iodine, and came right to work. I was at work an hour and a half after doing it. I was supposed to cut a promo yesterday. I told him, I was like, not happening. I'm tapping out. No promo. We'll do it right before the show. I can't.
Do it live.
Yeah, I cannot. I am not. I was unshaven because you can't shave before a procedure because they don't want the infection. So they're like, if you haven't shaved today, don't shave tomorrow. So I was looking like a ragamuffin, looking like I spent the weekend in Vegas. And yeah, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to cut this promo?" And I was like, I never say no.
You said no.
I know, but I'm saying normally I never say no, but I was like, no, I cannot do it today. I'm sorry. And even Kate was like, "What do you mean you're not doing it today?" I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
It was an instant no understanding from me. Yeah, he wasn't having it.
I didn't even hesitate. It was like, no, dog. That's a no for me, dog. Would have been the best promo after Vegas, right? Yeah, looking rough. Funniest hearing test I ever had was their button to make the sound was so loud I could hear it through the headphones. So you had to click the click outside of the tone or else you'd get the bigger tone. I got you. Oh, you know what that means? Got a little toot. Got a little toot. Little toot toot. Little tootin'. You familiar with these?
Boom Boom Nasal Stick. Breath in Life. Ingredients. You'll feel better. Eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is peppermint.
Cocaina.
No.
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 It's not in here.
Part of what's in here. It'd be spearmint oil, eucalyptus, peppermint.
Did I see the NECA Muppet Christmas Carol Ultimate that got revealed the other day? No, I did not. You can go ahead and send me that link in the Discord, Sapuros, and I will gladly view it. It is in your DMs, you said. That's my guy.
Yeah.
He knows me.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Dude, game over.
All right.
How great that looks. That's pretty good. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. See, got the little crutch.
I hate that I know these things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Doug's not here right now, so hey, you know, I have to get a little Doug gift here.
There it is. It's very nice. Me too, me too. All right, let me get back to where we were. We could both get on mic. Me.
What are we doing?
I'm going stage left.
Just putting me in the middle.
It's better than putting baby in the corner.
Well, I got about now my what was a 3.5 hour California drive home has turned into a 2 hour and 5 minute by waiting an hour. That maths.
So you can either wait in traffic,
That maths.
or you can wait here and hang out with people.
Maths.
Yeah.
So we might have to make this a thing. So if I make this a thing, though, we gotta come with some spicy. I want to open some stuff.
We need to do a. What do we need to do?
Maybe a whatnot.
Yeah.
We've got some. I mean, a really good inventory. After the shows we've gotten to, the things that we've gotten, some really good prices. Thanks to all the artists. Thanks to everybody we've dealt with. Like, I really was going through some of the stuff that we've been able to retain, and I was looking at eBay, and I know you say we shouldn't comp, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure at least we're giving people a good value, and we're not overpricing our stuff. Wow, we got some good books. Like, really, I mean, some of the stuff that we got, some of that Otley stuff from last year, that incredible stuff now is incredibly priced, where I was like, okay, well, so again, it's been...
Yep.
It's shocking... As we do this, it's shocking to price stuff because as a collector, I am priced out of so much stuff. Except back to that, like dealing with the artist, getting original art, sketch covers, sketch cards. That is still a good value.
The only way that it's reasonable, which is here's what's crazy. Not only is it reasonable, but you get to meet the guy and talk to him. Like, it's a double bonus.
Well, and the one thing that a lot of people, like, I think people take advantage of it, but the thing I talk to a lot of people about is, like, I say, what would you do for an extra $50? They're surprised. They don't get that often, right? Where you're like, hey, what if I just gave you a little bit extra? That interaction and then what you get out of an artist when you can bring up the idea. And again, back to that whole Wild Bill concept for me when I did it. You know how long I've been talking about that concept? Just to find the right moment to do it. And so that, again, that opportunity, that kind of... So again, I keep saying this because I'm not just shocked, but compared to sports card shows, not yucking other people's yum, because it is a definite vibe, But that vibe now, it's Comic Cons are more interactive with the person behind the table, right? Where a card show is more interactive with the item that you're purchasing.
Mhm.
So there's a different correlation for me, and I just find it because like even San Diego Comic Con compared to the other ones, that's all exclusive. Like the vibe compared to going to Las Vegas, like again, so art centric. And I know I say this again, but Revolution turns that way where when they separate the artist room, it really makes that kind of like, oh hey, this is why we're here. The butt keeps coming back to it. Like most people say, cons will fail in Las Vegas because people are there to gamble and the money on the gambling. Okay, that goes the other way, folks. Just to say that from a lot of people, like, oh, I just won $150. I didn't, by the way. I lost $100 at blackjack, which that's a whole other story. But regardless, if you win, where's that going? You're going to go make that decision and throw that at an artist or another sketch. You know where I'm going, right? So, anyways, I have a lot of faith in this con that's coming up, these smaller cons. I have a lot of faith in some that are coming. I know there's one in Whittier that we've been looking at, and now with, the LA show that we won't be attending, but going to, I think this is really going to put out to our people, like, what are you guys looking for? What can we build? And that's the stuff we've been thinking about really is, what do we have access to? We can build, give you guys good value, and then just really start, looking at Comic-Cons different, right? And not to keep blathering on about it, but we take this pretty serious as we think about it because we want to find a way that not only we can grow our community, but just to help all these artists, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still regret not buying a Haberlin.
Oh, and he had that Spawn Black Book in there that was just, if that was a gunslinger, that would have been a snap decision. I already spent my budget. I'm glad I didn't because I've got a Carlo Barberi coming that's not here yet, and it's a full color 3/4 body fancy thing too. So, and I used the gold, like the real gold gunslinger cover, the 1 in 1,000 to him doing that. So, the anticipation's like Christmas for me. It's really cool. So, and I loved, again, it's that interaction, right? Of just having that one-on-one.
How well was the con attended? Very.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, I didn't go because I thought it was going to be empty. Friday was gangbusters in there.
Oh, yeah. So, and Mitch brings up a really good point as well, too. Like, the CGC situation at both cons we went to, it's horrible. I'm just saying, point blank, the amount that they want to charge, they're having facilitators come to these places. And I get it. A hotel room for someone, gas money, food, and a human being at a location, I'm not saying they're not wrong to charge it. But it was like $90 a book. Like, and when you look at that, you kind of get it back, and then it's the time and the effort, and will it grade what you want just to make want to just buy the thing great, right? There's a whole debate we have now, right? And we can go into the whole grading thing, PSA, because it makes my head hurt. Because back to what we were saying, as we look at that jock book, we look at anything else. That book all day long is probably $75, maybe $100 book, ungraded, graded, $250, $300 thing, maybe $200 thing at the lowest. It's important. Mm-hmm. It keeps, especially the foil books. But what Mitch said, like they need to facilitate that better.
This is a loaded question from Saporos. What do you think about PSA having a 10 million card backlog?
Well, the real answer to that is it's not 10 million. It's actually going to be 15 million because those who don't know, I'm sure Saporos does. But if you're not following it, PSA just did a 3 or 4 day window of letting people know, hey, we're going to shut down value. So what happens? Everybody just front loaded quick as they could, as many things into car sleevers as we can, and just flooded PSA. So they have another, I think 2.5 million went in one day, and then they're anticipating this to be a 15 million backlog. And if you go to their website, they have like a Domino's pizza checker that's bad, like not the one you want, going the other way saying, hey, here's our backlog, here's what we're looking to get possibly. So you're a year out and there's a backlog, and that means like they're not even accepting it now. So, and then this, everybody's like, oh, I'm just going to go to Tag. Guess what Tag did? Same thing. Oh, no, we're going to cut bulk because we know what's going to happen. You're all thinking. So all these understaffed companies, right? So what do I think? I think the ripple effect's here. And I think now what it's done is, in a good way, they're going to charge at minimum $40 to grade a card, upwards of $70 to grade a card. So it's going to take the people that are, taking the low grade stuff they shouldn't be grading and get them to, move that out. But on the other side of the coin is, if you're doing this as a business and you're doing this as a group submitter and you're doing this as GameStop, to the point Saporos is getting at, what kind of ripple effect? Well, now we're talking big business. Now we're talking NASDAQ. Now we're talking companies that are publicly traded. Now we're talking about, right? So, again, they just said they had a $200 million investment into PSA. What does that investment look like? Well, I don't know. What does SGC look like? Well, they just cut bulk out of SGC. So you could keep going down this vein with it. It is what it is. And I think this is, in my personal opinion, I think these corporations are, gaming the system in their favor to a degree on some of this. Is my honest opinion. And I think, it does come down to personnel and staffing. But it's funny, I was talking with Doug's son, Michael. For those who don't know, Michael's a big card collector and has a bunch of stuff he wants to get graded, some pretty nasty stuff, right? And, we've been waiting forever to grade cards because it's hard. Hey, I'm going to spend $70 a card, just do 10 cards. Well, now you got to do bulk, which is 20, 30, 40, 50 cards. Do the math. Next thing you know, you got a $1,000 submission that you don't get back in a year. What happens if your guy breaks an ankle, hammy? I mean, Mookie Betts, Kike Hernandez. Let's keep going.
Murders his wife and her boyfriend in the back of their Brentwood apartment.
Man, we can keep going to this because, again, this is where I, as a collector, when it comes to grading and all these, what do I think? I think it's horrible. There's nothing else I can say about it other than what I've been doing, and I just got a really, really cool card, CGC Sig Series Jim Lee card I put in our Discord.
So that, yeah.
Okay, $40 off eBay. Not bragging, just saying it's out there. You got to look for it already done.
Seen some nightmares from the eBay authentication. I've seen some crazy PSA GameStop. Yeah, no, it's not a good time to be grading at the moment. This is kind of, all right, evaluate your collection, make sure you know what you want to grade, and get ready for the next round. So where do we go if PSA is not available? Is BGS worth doing?
Buy original art. Stop grading your cards. And, honestly, I just say that for my own. That's what I'm doing. Like, legit. I know I've got my cards. I know they're in good shape. I put them in card savers, ready to grade when the opportunity's there. I always personally, even facilitators, I won't personally hand my stuff to because I want to hand it to the company direct. I'm picky because the stuff that I'm handing to is all original art, comic books, things like that. When it comes to the cards, you know how many people recently I've been watching, they're opening up Pokemon reveals or whatever. They're just getting crushed. It's like opening up a modern day box of baseball cards getting dusted. And I'm looking at this going, how is this possible? And no joke, there's an Australian lady that's going viral right now for a PSA opening a Pokemon. She had a card that PSA 5, no reason why, and it's perfect card. Livid. And you look at that scenario and you go, oh, it must be a mistake. Okay, well, now it's going to take me another year to resubmit it to fix your mistake? So I keep going back with this because, it's not just frustrating. It's something, honestly, me personally, I just won't deal with. So what do? Change the game. Buy something else. And as I do all that, that's thanks to DCD Collects. I'm being honest. Like, Doug, all you guys have down a path where I've can divert. Because, dude, I've probably got 1,000 cards I should want to grade. But how do you afford that and justify that just for my PC stuff, too? So, again, I can rant on this forever. Good topic.
Speaking of your collection, because you knew this guy personally, the Hall of Famer we got out of that one box was Duke Snider's signature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Out of what box?
Out of the historic autographs.
Oh, really?
But conversely, we couldn't figure out who the Hall of Famer was on the first box.
Did you already ship them?
Yeah, we already looked up all the names, and we couldn't figure out. We don't think the first box had Hall of Famer in it.
Oh,
but the second one was Dookie. Yeah.
It's Dookie. So, funny story is my Duke Snider story. When I was a kid, I was a latchkey kid, so mom and dad used to drop me off at the mall, like in the late 80s, and I would sit and have a baseball card table by myself. And at that time, the old guard would come in and, make sure, I was, not getting bothered with, and at those shows were the famous baseball players. So one of those shows, everybody like Mickey Manning, Willie Mays. It was a Dodger guy, so who do I like? Duke Snider, outfielder. And one of those shows, I was a huge collector. Duke Snider's there. I walk up, and I say, hey, Mr. Snider, how are you doing? And he must have had a bad day. Like, dude, he's doing the whole, shove and sign. And I walk up to him and he goes, for some reason, looks like he goes, kid, do you even know who I am? Wrong guy to ask.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, I got it. 1952 in the pennant. You got 3 home runs. I go, you batted like 350 through that pennant against the Yankees. He looks at me and goes, you hungry? And I went, yeah. So he stops his whole line and got a hot dog. So he just took me to the concession thing, sat down, bought me a hot dog and a Coke. We sat down and talked baseball. I get chills even talking about it because I had been 12, I think, at the time, maybe 11, somewhere in that neighborhood where he took that time. And ever since then, we just kind of stay connected through the show thing, you know, and that was all the TriStar shows. For those who don't know, on the West Coast, we had TriStar was one of the companies that put out a lot of shows. And then every show we did, we just kept connecting, and long story longer, became stayed friends. And even longer story, people who don't know, his nephew is a gentleman by the name of Marty Snyder. Marty Snyder does all the on the court announcing for NBA playoffs. So he was one of the original announcers for NBA playoffs. I worked with him at one of my off-road shows. I produce motorsports for a living and broadcast television. I was doing a gig for NBC Sports off-road, and there's Marty Snyder. We connected again. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you know my uncle." I'm like, "You mean Duke Snyder?" So, but I've always laughed because it was always Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays. Everybody collected his stuff, and every show I'd go to, I would just hoard Duke Snyder stuff because I get it on the cheap. And I've got nasty Duke Snyder stuff. Yeah, I've got everything. So yeah, anyways, there you go.
It was the 2003 Topps fan favorite set autoed.
Yeah,
and it was a pretty good copy of his auto.
He signs great, easy to read. All those 50 dudes, they all like, even look at Yogi. You look at Willie Mays. Willie Mays is kind of hard. Like, people that don't know Willie's signature is a difficult one. But you think Mickey Mantle, you think Sandy Koufax, Joe DiMaggio. All those dudes have got this. It's back when they tie handwriting.
The Hawk.
Oh,
the best.
Andre Dawson, yeah, Mauro Rivera. I mean, those are the legends of it. But if you look back, like even Robin Yount, like a lot of those 50s and 60s guys, Pete Rose is super iconic and clean. But now, I mean, this is a whole nother topic, right? I mean, to watch these kids throwing down some Bowman Sigs and these, dude, I'm watching some stuff and I'm like, dude, you put a V on there. Like, stop it. Oh, you got one? You got one. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, dude, get out of here. Kendall Williams. Okay, Kendall Williams. Like, get right out. Get out of the game. Okay, hold on. Before I say that, boy, it kind of looks like Jim Lee.
Yeah, but Jim's been doing that from the beginning. He didn't morph into that.
So when you're Jim Lee, it doesn't matter.
Jim Lee always had Jim.
That's pretty close to Jim Lee. That's pretty fun. But in what world is that a K? I mean, I get you're doing the W, like that's okay, but that is a perfect example.
Cam Hobson, great little signature right there.
Little stash. Look at this. Oh, and for those who don't know, right off the cuff, this is a 2011 card, which was a really tough year. Mike Trout year, low print run, little 52 tops. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, right? These are like just in-person autos. Just super random, though. Man. I mean, this is, you can go through this box, and this is what I love people prospect hunting. And I think prospect hunting is a fun thing in today's environment, you know. But the amount of kids that won't make anything out of it, you know, that's the hard thing.
There's a hockey card story about Jean Beliveau signing for Upper Deck. And he saw a young guy's autograph, said, "What the hell is that?" and told him to re-sign it.
I believe it. I mean, again, it's...
Hockey guys always had clean sigs. Hockey, those dudes, Gretzky. You could see every letter in Gretzky.
And I was just going to say, football guys seem like they're usually the weakest, but not really. Look at Eric Dickerson's got a killer sig. Yep. I mean, there's some, like Jim Kelly, you know, your guy signs perfect.
Josh, Big J, you know, that's Josh.
Montana's got a killer.
Elway.
Rice. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's not.
Elway actually is a very similar to Josh Allen. You can easily confuse a John Elway with a Josh Allen because Elway did the Big J too.
Got it. Yeah, no, again, it's...
Some are absolute dog water.
Oh,
Timo Solani, one of the best. Yeah.
See, we remember good autographs. And again, I'll go back to it because, you know...
Pee Wee Reese.
Pee Wee Reese has got a great...
You know, that's Pee Wee.
So, I've got a piece in my... I got a lot in my collection. And I don't mean to say that to brag, it's just I forget at times. I've got a 55 Brooklyn Dodger jersey signed, team signed Brooklyn Dodger jersey that is just like, dude, Pee Wee Reese, Jackie Robinson, Sandy Koufax, Roy Campanella. I mean, you just think of that team. When I look at that jersey, Don Newcomb, I'm just like, I mean, what that was, Duke Snyder, of course, on that. So, but that was the late 80s. Like, when people are chasing comic books now, we're just chasing legends back then when they were all alive. You could walk around, and one of my greatest stories is there's a mall in Riverside that's called the Riverside Plaza, really kind of small mall, and there was a bank across the street called Crocker Bank that my aunt went to, and at the time, we were at a baseball card show, wasn't a lot of people there, the autograph signatures weren't that great, but my aunt calls up, she goes, "Oh, hey, I think Joe DiMaggio's signing at the bank." And I'm like, who? I mean, the Yankee Clipper. She's like, yeah, I think so. You know, like all nonchalant. And I'm just like, no cell phone at the time, so you can't look it up. So, you know, you call over the bank, and he was signing his book. Sure enough. So, and I walk over there, and I can tell you it was, I don't know how to describe it, right? No one there. Poorly advertised. Obviously had something to do with the bank. Probably got a loan, right? Had to sit down, got his book deal signing, and I sat down. But that's how that was. Like, people don't, even like those small shows, Mickey Mantle would just sit there. Don Drysdale just sit there. Bob Feller just be sitting there. I mean, it was like, anyway, I'm old. I lament because when I see these guys lining up for just packed around it, the heyday.
Now, Joe DiMaggio was the best baseball player ever to play baseball. All you have to do is ask him and he would tell you, right?
I hold my breath and say this out loud because, yeah, I mean, Ted Williams would disagree with that, you know, and I think him and Ted were probably the most notorious going at each other because they absolutely hated each other. Well, Ty Cobb, funny story about Ty Cobb. For people who don't know, I think it was like 1967. A reporter, you know, walks up to Ty Cobb and says, hey, so, and you got to remember, 1967 is Bob Gibson era, right? So he was arguably one of the most, you know, huge pitching era in baseball. Anyway, so he walks up to Ty Cobb and he goes, hey, so how do you think you'd hit against today's baseball pitchers? And he looks right up to him and he goes, about 270, 275, somewhere in the neighborhood. And the reporter looks over and he goes, why do you think you'd hit so low? You're like a 320 average. And he goes, well, I'm 71 years old. Right? So that's Ty Cobb. It's one of the greatest. It's a good one. So was Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams. I mean, these stories, if you go watch old videos of Ted Williams watching Mike Piazza hit, right? And one of the greatest stories, like, there's clips of Ted Williams watching Mike Piazza sit next to Lastorda, and he is like the most gangster talking dude you'll ever hear. The slang and the curse words that are coming out of his mouth when he talks about this kid. I mean, arguably is like early slang, and just watching Mike Piazza, but it's that thing of understanding that he, you know, those guys, they can say whatever they want. They're the greatest hitters of all time. You know, when you're that good, when you're Willie Mays, you're Duke Snider, I mean, you are. Imagine what Shohei. So to watch today's baseball players having to be and say they're humble as they are, super humble compared to back then. Beer drinking, cigarettes, smoking, you know, but nowadays they're microscoped. So to see guys today, it's a totally different game. I mean, you know. But yeah, dude, I'm 71 years old. What do you mean? Like, of course I'm gonna only bat 270. Like,
well, I mean, back then, and it happened to the Dodgers. If you know, if the manager was caught with his girlfriend, his manager was, hey, you're not coming back this year. Like, you couldn't do anything back then.
Lou DeRozier is famous. One of the, you know, the Dodger coach. He's famous for hooking up with other people's wives. I mean, so again, back to this. When you're on the road back then, not getting paid a lot of money. I mean, you know, it's different, right? But again, I mean, greatest hitter of all time, you know, for his era. Yeah, what would he hit today? Probably not even 200. I mean, let's just have that conversation. What's Babe hitting today? Babe hitting out of his pants. He smoked. You know, the butt comes back to it again. You know, it's just a different game. So to always compare and contrast, and we get that with basketball all the time, right? The game is just a 3-point. It's a totally different game. So, but yeah, I still love baseball. Such a great game.
They were pitching what, 70, 80 miles an hour? That was it? Babe's era?
No, and that's really the big debate, right? So in 1939 to 1945, believe it or not, they were actually radaring Bob Feller. It's one of the first radars that ever would come out as the early Bob Feller. So 1939, they came up with, the government was doing a radar system. A lot of people don't know this. If you look it up on YouTube, they have videos from the 40s that they had electronic strike zones.
Yeah.
100%. They had electronic strike zones where they were throwing it in the zone, trying to figure all that out. But Bob Feller is the first person to be clocked at 95 mile an hour. So you still got to think guys like Walter Johnson, guys like Christy Mathewson, and these are the dead ball era guys. And the reason why the dead ball era was called is because, again, people don't know, the balls was covered in mud. They had like 1 or 2 baseballs they would use. So all those balls were tobacco spit, shined up. But Walter Johnson, just look at how he's his arm. He's like Randy Johnson. So his leverage he's going to throw. And back then, they could gum the ball up. So So a lot of their pitches were change-ups, curveballs. So the point I'm making here is you're not going to see as many fastballs in those games. So the point is, were they throwing 70? Yeah, because it was all junk. knuckleballs, curveballs, sliders, lasers, all that stuff because of junk. So, but in that era, you saw guys that could throw probably 90, 95, right? So I still think it's there mechanically, but I think they just didn't throw it. Like Satchel Paige was known to throw 100 mile an hour, you know? Jesus. Yeah.
And don't forget their bats were big and heavy back then too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if anybody else has actually gripped an early Babe Ruth bat, if you haven't, Louisville Slugger Museum is amazing. You can grab like the exact grip model of Pee Wee Reese and Jackie Robinson. Unbelievable. You grab, I have a Babe Ruth bat. So if you grab a Babe Ruth bat, like and you hold it up and it's truly lumber. So the point you're making is, yeah, to rotate your hands and everything. So the point I think even further with that is today's baseball player, give them that lumber and be like, okay, here's Walter Johnson. Have fun. Oh, by the way, he could spit on the ball too. He could put whatever he wants on it.
Vaseline was encouraged.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, but you know, everything adapt and change.
Did they? This is a stupid question. Did they outlaw the axe handle on bats? I know there was a couple batters that wanted to use them.
So no, you can still have the axe handle. You can also still have the not the tomahawk bat, but they also have a torpedo bat too. That's the other one where the barrel of the bat is actually extended through, so they're trying to open up, keep the weight down. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know is they actually experimented with metal bats at one point in time in the MLB too, which is a really bad idea. But no, I think it's hard because as you're talking about batting, it's just everybody's gonna have their own way that they're gripping down there and holding that. And Ty Cobb was the most synonymous because he actually did the split grip, so he would bat old school like that. So, but anyway, yeah, good topic.
Just watched the break, didn't see any Hall of Famers, but maybe there's a fringe guy. I don't know. Yeah, we couldn't figure out on the first one. The Bat Boy was probably the most famous. Was a 13-year Bat Boy or like 32-year Bat Boy. And then one of them was a strength and conditioning coach.
At that point, though, can you just ask him, like, Batman? Like, I mean, I know it's a comic book character, but just Batman, Bat adult, Bat grown person?
Yeah.
Not boy.
Speaking of Bat Boys, how about Bat Dogs? Anything new with Bat Dogs happening with the Dodgers?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The prospect blowing out his knee trying to avoid the dog?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, man, somebody get the name.
You got a scoop on me.
Somebody pull the name. Who was the Dodger prospect that blew out his knee trying to dodge the dog last week? Somebody said it in the chat last week when I mentioned it. Okay. Yeah, one of the prospects blew out his knee avoiding the it might have been not a full blowout, but lower leg injury. Let me see. Who was it? Kendall George.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Tulsa driller single double A.
Patellar tendon. No, down here. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is what I tell so many people, especially people that collect modern baseball cards, right? Look at Kike Hernandez, right? Comes in, boom, oblique. You look at all these guys. Muncy, it's such an prone to injury sport. That's why when you look at what a guy like Shohei can go through and do pitching and batting, it's not just remarkable. Anybody that knows baseball, it's unbelievable.
And he could put $20,000 on the Saipai penners too, all in one fell swoop.
And let's just have this open conversation so everybody understands it. If you're that rich and that powerful, you can bet on whatever you want through any person that you want and not get caught. This is really simple. You're telling me you don't have. I mean, let's just stop. Do they want to though? Yeah. They're not going to blow their spot up like that. Come on.
I'm going to give you $10 million to say you made that bet, and you're going to be like, I'll take $10 million to say I made that bet.
I'll go do jail time.
Right? Come on. It's like being a good fella. Like, you rat on them. No way. I'm going to get out and be a millionaire. I don't rat on nobody.
You know what they say? You don't really want to know your hero, right? You don't. Let them play. And I'm of that ilk. I am. Because, again, Ty Cobb, right? Horrible human being. Horrible. Mm-hmm. Miserable.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Right? And back to that conversation. Like, don't meet your heroes. Outside of Duke Snider, apparently, who is a really good dude. Or was.
As long as you know his stats.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, too, as we all know, too, is you back full circle with this conversation. When you go to a Comic-Con and you actually appreciate the artist and really know the story and you actually read the book, how many times have we done that before? Where you walk up to that artist and be like, no, I actually read it. Mm-hmm. No, I actually know the character. Oh, hey. So, again, as that is, it's always, mm-hmm. I love the comic book culture for that. It's very, more welcoming that way.
Money Mitch says Pete Rose got a bum deal. Chef said still a big fan of Cal Ripken Jr. If only he could stay healthy.
Pete Rose made his own bum deal, and that is something again. It's unforgivable, right? I mean, you broke the rule. You broke the rule. You knew the rule. You did the rule. You got caught.
You bet on your own team.
Yeah, as you're coaching and playing.
Even though it was to win, but still.
What was it? Who are you gonna ask? The bookie? Hey, did he vote to win? Are you sure? Oh yeah, the bookie said so. Okay, cool. I mean, so back to all this. Like, is gambling on the sport as bad? Of course it is, because you can influence the game, right? But again, my point is he was so stupid they had to make an example of him, because if you're that rich and that influential, you can bid through whoever you want. He was just so arrogant about it, and that's why he got made an example of. So when people say he got screwed, it's because he's arrogant about it. If Shohei's doing it, for sure, go ahead, have fun. You're not going to know about it. And if you do, he'll have a scapegoat, as Pete should have had. Instead, he just claimed it. Like, dude, get out of here. He's sitting in front of Caesar saying, I bet on baseball, signing baseballs for $50.
If Pete had an interpreter, he would not have gotten in trouble.
Oh, yes. Right. Instead, he had his girlfriend and got a national television show and told everybody he did it. Like, get out of here. You're not going to go in the Hall of Fame then. If you're going to go to National Congress and be like, I use steroids, you're not going to go in the Hall of Fame. You admitted to a court you lied. So I go back to this because my passion for Pete Rose, one of the greatest hitters ever, Charlie Hustle, everything you get accomplished in baseball, you ruined it because he's an idiot. And he's an idiot.
Money Mitch said he took a book other than Absolute Batman to Snyder, and Snyder was super stoked about it.
Oh, yeah. Of course he is. And if I would have known, I never put it together because I'm a huge Witches fan. His early work, and I didn't know either. Another thing is Jock did those covers.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. And I'm looking back going, and it was one of my favorite, like, reads. Like, it was my, because I know they was going to make a series about it. There's a whole thing that I was into that. And then what was the other one? Grimm. Remember Grimm came out really like in the 20s, and I was really into that one as well too. But really good storylines. Reads just like 8 Billion Genies. Like, what's with that anymore? Is that all
still owned by Amazon?
Yeah. But again, when you bring an artist something that is, well, it's like that social media when you watch people that are like, hey, I'm gonna get an old high school photo of you that's a really awkward photo, can you sign? Have you seen those things where the kid, they laugh and they're like, what? Okay, yeah, sure. But again, I think that's what's really cool about, I don't know, I like our approach and how we've approached things, because as fans, and you walk up, like, we have a lot of friends that do think not flipping out of the box, like, let's do something unique, let's create an original idea and a piece. And I think that's what's really cool about the projects we create, and being able to do this, because where else can you ask someone to draw on something for you?
Yep. And you're handing them the money, not a corporation the money to do it. Now granted, I know we're that corporation, but to have
Are
that
we a
person,
corporation, though?
well, no, we're
not. I don't even think we are.
No, we're because I'm 1099, so he's a sole proprietor. Yeah. But to be able to experience and have that moment, like he's going to go pay his phone bill because I bought a cover. Like, that is awesome. Like, that is a great feeling. And then you guys pay me, and my son goes to college, and then I give them money, and they pay their cell phone.
I mean, the circle of life in the world that we live is, right, it's definitely one of those things that we all do help each other to do the thing that we all love. And as I talk about that a lot, I say this lovingly, is I've been really blessed in my life to work in the niches and my hobbies, doing off-road and being able to work in this. It's not something, you're going to, buy a new house from at all, but it's definitely something that you do get a lot of pride in doing. And that's the thing, going to those Comic-Cons, hanging out with these people. But boy, oh boy, can you believe it's been 5 years? Guys, 5 years, thank you. I don't know what to say other than huge thank you for all the support, all the projects, all the artists that you've helped support. Like, this is crazy.
Kate said, Money Mitch, I had Money Mitch buy a cover from me to pay for dinner. Wait a second. He got a cover? I just gave you money. Where's my cover? I'm kidding. I don't want a cover. Money's just for you. She wouldn't take your money? Oh, I'm not good enough for you not to take my money.
So again, here we go.
I had to pay the fee to sit at the table because there's a lot of people sitting at that table.
It was wonderful dinner. It was a really good time.
He gave me more. Wow. I'm too poor for you? I did Zell her without asking. I just sent her money, so it was the thought that counts.
Well, I definitely think we need to figure out a DCD get together and collect, everybody together in some way or fashion. I don't know what the best place would be.
I love you too, Elbolt. I gotta be Vegas.
I think it is if
It's
everybody's.
gotta be Vegas.
I think if everybody's down with that, because again, for us, it was so good to hang out with our people. Mitch, it was really good, and all Brownie. Like I don't think I've ever met Brownie in person. That was really cool.
Isn't he awesome?
Yeah, I mean, we're not. I know you guys are listening to us, but yeah, how else to describe this other than you're like, did we just become best friends? You know, everybody you talk to, you're always like, because we're all collect the same things. We get it. It takes you out of that normal doldrum of a life that you just go like, okay, you're into the same.
And this was underreported. Brownie came with a full Gemini case of signed and exclusive Superman comics for Hex. And just was like, here, give this to Hector. He likes Superman. He collected it with his dad, and just said, that's it. Just take it. It's for you. Like, that's the type of people. That's the community we've built here. Awesome people. Do a DCD meetup at the next ALVCC. Yeah, but we'll be working then.
Well, but we can. Yes, the answer is yes, for sure. You know what else we need too? We need some exclusive covers from some of our artists to actually have at that show. I think that's what we need to work on.
Yeah, let's contact the artists we like.
Well, no, I want to get the ones we don't like.
Kate, you're in.
Yeah, there you go. Isn't many that we don't like. Again, I will definitely give us. Again, we have been pretty lucky. Some pretty amazing artists.
You know who I miss? Bing.
So, do you know that Bing's been doing some art lately?
He has been back.
Yeah, and he's actually he has, believe it or not, taken up pickleball, and he did a so the leather case that comes on pickleball.
Yeah.
He did a Spider-Man pickleball. So if you go back and look at Bing, and for those who don't know, huge fan still. I've got a huge Bing collection that I'm just we know. You got one of your Bings you got rid of. No, I say get rid of. Traded? Didn't
Traded. The Spawn.
Is it, you have the Doctor Strange.
I have the Doctor Strange.
Oh, that Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the one homage.
The Doctor Strange is unbelievable. But that Spawn is good too. I mean, they both were.
That was. I think I traded that to Carlos. That was a pretty nasty trade we made. That's in Carlos's collection right now.
Oh man, that's the other thing too. We need to I guess it's hard. A show off place. I don't know what else to say.
Money Mitch is like, fine, I'll make you guys some covers.
He's got enough in his collection to make some covers, I promise. Because that, dude, I'm not trying to steal any thunder if you're not trying to show it off. But Money Mitch has got a remarked Spawn book he's been working on. That is,
man,
it's pretty fancy.
Well, he's smart. He told the artists, do what you want to do on it. He didn't tell them what to do.
If you're willing, you got to show it off in Discord. It's a beaut. It's really a beaut. But yeah, so what's next for us? LA? Is that still the plan?
Fan Expo.
Okay, Fan Expo.
As buyers.
Yeah.
Doug still isn't going to set up at LA, but he might attend.
Yeah.
And then those are the only ones that are on. Lee wants us to go to San Diego. Matt Dinneman is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, folks. Writer of Dungeon Crawler Carl is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. I effing hate San Diego Comic-Con as a person who goes. And I have to debate on actually telling my wife that I'm going to go for a day. Because Matt Dinneman is at San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Oh, he can't make it because of a new job. Well, congratulations on the new job, Mitch. Well, I guess there's that.
Yeah. He's in the plum smuggling business now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's smuggling plums.
That's good business?
Yep.
Huh. Who would have known?
Why don't you tell us how you really feel about it, DCD? So we can't make it? This is the Breakers like, so we're not going?
Looks like, Kate definitely looks, that Betty Boop would be pretty cool. Get some blind covers in there.
He's up to 6 at a time smuggling those plums.
Interesting. That's a conversation.
God damn it, Donut. So Mrs. the Breaker, that's when my mom is going to be in town. And I don't want to leave her alone with James all day. That would just be rude.
Well, I probably will be flip tripping that one as well too. I got some stuff, like I said, I want to CGC.
I really don't want to go to San
It's
Diego.
bad. It's bad.
It's so bad.
I know parking's horrible. All the people.
It's all of it. It's patooey. Ugh, yucky.
But yeah, I know. But
it's Matt Dinneman in South California.
the pain's real.
They have so many books you can.
But people wonder why this stuff's expensive, and this is it. The stuff you have to go through, the lines, the people, the hassle. I mean, are you good night?
And you know this is what's crazy. Now here's where I'm going to be a bit bougie.
A bit.
I get we get free tickets to San Diego and still don't want to go.
That's pretty bougie.
Like that's like tickets are free and I still like I don't want to go.
That's very
It's
bougie.
bad. Like
But we've been.
It's so.
But we've been.
Yeah.
And you've been to the point of not just working it, but also just dealing with the BS.
Oh, the turds.
Yeah, you can't stop rubbing your eye. I know it's definitely it's bad. Again, back to like that's why Amazing. That's why those other smaller cons that we've done, Revolution. They just yes, please, more of those. Those are great. I think we should definitely start looking at like a West Coast card show. I know the card show's different vibe, but that's what we've been talking about a lot. Is putting us in a different environment because it was interesting doing Revolution where we had most of our sports stuff sold.
Yeah.
Because we're the only people really with it, and that's kind of what we're saying before. I'm not saying we have high end stuff, but definitely higher, tougher to find items is a better way to put it, right? And a lot of that stuff is not just the same,
Chef says he's serious about doing a Third Coast con, and we could be the feature. He's just got to survive this month.
Well, yeah, of course, of course, right? Again, it is that exact mentality. It's also hard too that you need to sell apples and oranges, though. That's the thing we're figuring out. Because if you just sell apples, then it's not going to make make it make sense. But for us,
it just did.
Our make sense just did, and beyond that, it's hard for us because you don't know what to bring anymore. I mean, that's the hardest thing with these shows. Everything is so different. If we would have had any kind of Flash material, thought about anything bringing Flash to Revolution, we would have sold out in a heartbeat. Like people were begging for it, But then you can have all the amazing sketch covers, and
we could have bought a yacht if we had 8x10 top loaders.
Oh, fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think supplies are very limited at cons, which is surprising. I mean, not San Diego Comic-Con. There's always the big normal guy that's there that charges $75 for a 8x10 top loader. But I definitely think there is an opportunity. Oh, did he just Discord it? Is that in Discord?
No, this is a text.
Oh.
Do you want me to show this money, Mitch? Right?
No, I
just gotta get Todd to be like, Todd, listen.
Dude,
they did it. You gotta do it.
So, Uribe had 9 different Spawn artists on a regular comic page with his big Spawn in the middle would fit everybody. Just a big jam piece. But that is really well done. And then the Haberlin. That's a really well done Haberlin. And apparently, I'm going to steal a little bit of Mitch's thunder here because we're not showing it to anybody else. It's just us seeing it. So sorry, guys. We're just looking at it until Mitch gives us permission.
Yep.
To show it
No,
to you.
he said anything to make Trevor happy, so he's just showing you.
Oh. Well, good. Thanks.
Yeah. And then there's... Because Tom King is freaking awesome.
Dude, that's so great, though. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely already got a Tom King. That's a good one, though. Tom King, I'm not an artist comic,
Oh, I'm good to show it?
Okay.
Pretty sure I got pink eye just thinking about San Diego Comic Con. So that's real. That just happened. I got pink eye thinking about it.
Oh, that's not good. All right, here it comes. Oh, yeah. Barbary.
Let that sink in for a moment.
I know. The Violator is so well done. Uribe they all do good remarks. Haberlin is surprising because I've never seen him do anything that nice, like that way, as a remark.
Tom King? I gotta crop this one. There's a whole bunch of Money Mitch in it.
So obviously all the ha 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 and clown faces are the remark. Because it's so frenetic. It's hard to see. Yeah, but he just, not an artist, he's a writer, but he does the amazing not an artist sketch covers.
Money Mitch says he hates black covers.
Haberlin. He self-admits 100%, yeah. Anyways, amazing stuff.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta get out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, Jimmy's
Me
gotta
too.
go to school tomorrow. You gotta drive 17 hours home.
Well, it's a lot easier now.
All right, we're leaving.
Bye. Last call. Bye.
See ya.
Night.
We're going now.
Love ya.
It's the end of the show. I want to thank all 9 of you for staying.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Gesundheit.
Guten Tag.
Hold on, let me check the gate.
The gate's clear.
Well, you'd be surprised. This is when Dango would just show up to buy something so I don't go home. All right, the gate is clear. See ya. Bye. Oh, I didn't do I love you.
Did you really just stop it?
Yeah.
Without doing your normal goodbye? Hey, good job. I stayed for the whole thing. How about that? That was fun.
Yeah, we're still live on YouTube.
Oh,
See?
hi, guys.
Hi.